Good morning, everyone.
And welcome
to the news. Ooh, how exciting is that? We hope everyone is ready for a great Friday. But before we get to that, weather. Man, I know. I was just making sure I get it right.
I know. I see your face.
Yeah.
Well, on our beautiful Clearwater, Florida, it's 70s.
Yeah, it's very
beautiful.
Nice. Actually, it was funny. I was talking with my buddy from Automobility up in Canada.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and it's actually hotter in Canada
right now than it is here. Now. I can.
Which just pretty much goes to,
how crazy is
the
Florida?
world sucks, and Florida is a beautiful place to be.
That's right.
64, cloudy with a high of 76 in Tennessee. And there again, I feel right now we can see that the temperature's starting to slow down everywhere. So it's
dropping kinda, little by little.
Must be that time. Heard some geese honking as they flew over, and then here we go. I was out at 9:30 last night. Heard geese honking. I didn't think they flew at night. I mean, why not? Right? I mean, isn't it like it's not like they need to see where they're going. Isn't it like some mental telepathy, brain, magnetic force that drives them where they need to go?
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, they're all headed here. That's all I know. They're all headed. And you know what's funny though is I don't know where they're headed here. Like, because we don't have geese. Like we don't have geese anywhere. So I don't know where they go, but it ain't Florida. So probably still too hot for them.
Oh, are you kidding? Yes.
Hello. 75 going up to 87. Sounds about right.
Yeah,
And that's
70s,
about what it is.
Pretty good.
64 in cloud. Okay,
yeah,
got that one. I know. I don't want to forget anyone.
Top to bottom. Man.
Yeah, I know. Checking in for Springfield, 63, high 73.
Very nice.
I like how you guys get like the 63s in the morning, and then it's finally cooling down. 83 in the capital of Fort Worth, Texas.
No kidding. 63.
Yeah, I know. But that's what you start to see now. Is you start to see like our temperature really doesn't swing that much.
I feel like last week was like 100, and now it's like 63.
Holland checking in at 19 degrees. So that's probably Celsius because you guys use the smart system that we don't use because somehow we think 12 inches is a foot. And I don't know what a foot is, but yeah, we don't make any sense. Checking in, Northern India is currently 52 degrees. See, it's beautiful. Like the weather is it's just doing nice things, which is really, really good. It has nothing to do with
pizza
day. It's pizza day. It's Friday. I bet you Friday is a big pizza day.
I can see that. Yeah.
And I'm not talking like at night. I'm talking all day because you got like office parties. Like the gun shop here used to do pizza Fridays.
They still do. Not as crazy as like.
Do they?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I see them.
I've never seen them bring
really?
pizzas in. Yeah. No, because I mean you got to knock to get in now.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying. I'll walk there today. I don't think I've seen pizza there in a year. I don't think I've seen pizza there since the beginning of COVID. So, either way, I'm sure today is just. Yeah, I don't know. It was one of those things, but yeah, I'm sure today is just
crazy.
For sure.
Pizza that would be great on
pizza
Fridays.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Buenos dias, amigos.
Buenos dias, man.
Said in your best deep Cuban voice. Buenos dias. Yeah, anyways, it's a different language, but who cares? It's all based on the same nonsense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah,
Portugal checking in.
I'm just wondering what part of Portugal Cardiff is.
It's a small place. They're all from the same little city. It's only like 5 square miles. Okay. Yeah, that's it. It's not a big place. Everyone lives
5 square miles.
Yeah, it's like everyone just lives in the corner of,
I don't think so.
Yeah, they all live in the town that the Fast and Furious was filmed in.
Okay.
I mean, that's it. That's the whole place. Like you fly in, there's an airport, maybe, get on a little tiny Vespa.
I think Portugal is big.
Nah, it's tiny. It's like Rhode Island.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. I'm totally joking.
No.
I'm joking. It's a big place. It's a full country. I mean, yeah, it's probably like the size. I mean, it's the size of one of our states.
No, I know.
But no, it's what. Yeah, so I'm from the state of Michigan, so you could just go like, I'm from here. But Florida, you can go. We live here. You got to stick your thumb out. Like we live here, which is kind of ironic, right? But what does everybody else do? Yes, Portugal is small. It's not that small, but it's small.
Yeah.
But not so small.
There you go.
See, they have 3 airports. I mean, we have 3 airports in 5 square miles.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that's not a joke. We literally have 4 airports because there's Tampa International, St. Pete International, or St. Pete Airport's not international yet. We have MacDill Air Force Base, and then there's a private charter airstrip, and it's all within a 5-mile radius, maybe 10, probably 10-mile radius. Pilots say it's the biggest pain in the ass coming in because they don't know where they're going. We did have a giant airplane land in the wrong airport one time. And I don't even know how it landed because it was the biggest plane I've ever seen. Do you remember that one that was flying over? Oh my God.
Big.
So yeah, it was big.
Yeah. One of my friends is going to move to Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The whole family.
I mean,
pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds.
I mean, she was born there, so they're going to go.
So car gifts. Sporting some facts. Florida is approximately 139,000 square kilometers, while Portugal is approximately 92 square kilometers, making Portugal 65%. We'll say 66% the size of Florida.
There you go.
There you go. All you need is a Disney, and I'm there. Put a Disney in the middle of that place or some other type of theme park. You probably do. There's got to be a theme park there, right? I mean, I would think so. I mean,
yeah.
There you go.
I live in central.
I live in the center of Portugal, Lisbon.
Lisbon.
That's where Lisbon is
100 miles. Oh, that's so cool.
It's funny he says that because I was listening to the radio yesterday. This is more useless trivia that pops into my head, and this is why I know so much crap. And they were talking about, so there's a dog, a pet, we'll just call it a pet, private charter service for airplanes. That airline that you can become a member of, and the joy of it is so that you can fly in this airline with your pets in your lap.
That's pretty cool.
But they're small charter jets, and it's like there's 5 destinations and 2 extra destinations that are out of the country, and one of them was Lisbon. And I was like, now I got to look up where the hell Lisbon is because it's like I know
intriguing.
I know what it is. I know it's obviously a city in Europe, but I just didn't know. No capital of Portugal. Yeah, you said that. Yeah, we got it. He lives 100 miles from there, so it's like walking distance. It's like 100 miles. It's like a good night. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I mean, for me,
that's freaking cool.
No, it's not. It's like 100 miles isn't bad though. I mean, that's like from here to
just drive.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually pretty far if you think about it, because like Disney is 70. Yeah. Well, Disney's about. Once you get onto I-4, Disney is 76 miles from I-4. So that's about. So yeah, Disney's about almost 100 miles from here. That's how you gauge things in Florida. Is how far are you from the Magic Kingdom, because it is magical. All right, we got news for you guys, and it has been always fun talking with our good friend Car Gift from Portugal. Love that guy. I have had the pleasure of talking to him on the phone before. He's just as excitable in person as he is in the comments. So he's a great guy. Hey guys, I hit the wrong button again. See, I get so excited.
I know.
Anyways, for those of you that don't know, we steal all these stories from CE Outlook. If you'd like to know more about or go dig deep or form your own opinions, you don't have to take ours. You can head over to CE Outlook. There are links in the description. And of course, there are more stories that we just don't cover because they're more industry facing and they're kind of boring and stuff like that you guys wouldn't be interested in, but you might. And if you are, head over to CE Outlook. Make sure you tell her in the comments that you found out about them from.
I find it on the DM and Fernando Car Stereo Clubs on YouTube.
Yeah, that would be
great. They get so like, oh my god, really?
That'd be great if we just had like one of our guys just like bomb her page. Dean sent us here. Dean and Fernando sent us. DNF sent us here.
All right, so just go.
Don't do that, but do that. Okay, moving on. Shut that off.
What's up, Christian? Good morning. Good morning, John.
So we're gonna start with some statistics, because who doesn't love statistics? SEMA reports on economic impact of the automotive aftermarket. This is basically anything that has anything to do with cars, meaning the whole thing, the category as a whole, meaning people and things with wheels, and maybe even boats. But I think they try to keep it just to automotive. So here's what we got. There's 336.9 billion in economic output for the automotive aftermarket world. That's aftermarket, okay? 1.33 direct and indirect jobs. So, and we're not talking about car manufacturers here. We're just talking about people like us that have jobs that float around the car industry. 1.33 million jobs. That I will tell you right now, the automotive industry is desperately trying to get rid of. Like, they don't want us. They don't want us working on their vehicles. They don't want us anywhere.
No.
It is the weirdest thing if you think about it, because like most markets are built on the premise that they want people to do things. But for some reason, in the automotive world, it is totally the opposite. Car manufacturers don't want anyone touching their stuff. Every other thing, touch my stuff. You know, oh, here's an accessory. Get excited. Because if you think about it, it makes absolutely no sense. Because if, for example, I drive a Mustang, this is a Jeep over here, and we know these are two of the most upgraded cars on the road, right? There's always tinkering with these things.
Yeah.
So people go out and they buy these vehicles specifically so they can accessorize them.
Yeah.
But the car manufacturers say, we don't want you to do that. Well, I don't want to buy your car then, because I want to make it unique in mine. So 1.33 million people are employed because of that feeling of everyone wants to make their something unique. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
104.2 billion in wages.
Yeah.
So that's what you're making.
Yeah.
And then
that's what I'm making.
I know, right? 40 billion to federal, state, local taxes. I think that's what I paid last year. So the irony in all of this is half of the money that people are making is going to taxes. Like that's almost disgusting. But you know, when we look at audio manufacturers, and these are the guys that we're giving breaks to, okay, and they're total douchebags because they don't want us. But we're putting almost $41 billion in taxes are being paid for a group of people that nobody wants. But everybody wants. You know what I mean? Yeah. These numbers are just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
It's yeah. The last car I bought, I specifically picked up knowing that I could replace the radio.
Yeah.
Right.
And most people, when they buy the cars, they wanna upgrade them. So that's what they're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. 12-volt power is the cause. Yeah.
Yeah.
So dude, that's so bad. Please touch my stuff. But you understand what I'm saying. I mean, this is one of those weird categories that we are the most hated and loved. So the automotive industry hates us. The aftermarket world, consumers, love us. And for some reason, it's like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if a car manufacturer like Tesla, because I'm just using them because they're a new out-of-the-box thinking company, but they're not. They're actually the worst. Because they don't want anybody to touch their shit, okay? They just like, we made a finished product, don't touch it.
Yeah.
But if they would change that approach and say, you know what, we want people to touch it, and then they would come out with a certification program, kind of like what Apple did. Everything was Apple certified, and if you bought Apple certified stuff, it was guaranteed to work the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
99% of the time. Okay, just to be fair. And Android Auto has a certification program. And so I'm not using them. I'm not like being an Apple fanboy, even though we all know
totally,
I am. I'm just using it as an example that we all know. But if there was a certification program that was like, hey, do these things and this will work in our vehicle. Did you imagine like how, I mean, for one, we're going to pay them because you have to pay to be Apple certified. So there's that amount of money. Yeah. But what brand, like if you went to Focal and said, and Moscone and all those guys and said, hey, we have a certification program. We'll give you access to our stuff. Here are the connectors you need. Here's the tap points that you need. And they built this ecosystem. And then Moscone could make amplifiers that are inside that, and they, a portion of that go. Who cares? Like, who cares? It's just free money for them. And then all of it's like, here's my tap point, I plug in, and that's that. I mean, it's not. To me, it blows my mind that this is something that these guys have just not figured out.
Yeah, but then I think it's not just like, who cares? No.
Yeah. So PlayStation, same way. It was officially licensed. You knew it wouldn't be crap. That's my thought on it. Feel similar thoughts?
I mean, kind of, but not really. Because I can see as a manufacturer, they have to cover their asses.
There's a lot of cover my ass going on.
I give you all my information and then
no, not all my
something.
We give you access to the pertinent information that you need in order to do that. Here's a plug.
100%.
Make something that plugs into this.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking like we're going to open up our source code and go crazy.
Now let's go crazy because that's how I do. If there's any data corruption in between your product and my product.
Well, no, but see, that's where certification comes in, because you understand that anything that is certified, they get and they have to validate. That is part of the process. So if
that doesn't mean it's not going to be an issue.
No, there is no issues though. But it's not like, okay, so when you when Apple validates a product, okay, that box goes to Apple. Apple puts it into their lab, and they run all their battery tests on it to make sure that it'll work with their product.
Yeah, sure.
And then you get it back, say it's validated.
Yeah.
So that means that Moscone would send their amplifier to them. They would validate it, make sure it works, and then that's it. From Moscone's point of view, we're done because you're the one that validated it. I paid you to make sure my product worked in your car.
100%.
So where's the problem?
I don't know. It's always a problem.
There's not though.
It's always a problem.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. We validated it. It works. Certification is very important. We'll go with that. Hey, we're gonna always differ because Fernando likes to find something to argue about, and we need to move on. So let's head on into new product news. And seeing how we ended right there at Tesla. Oop, hold on. It seems how we ended right there at Tesla.
Oh yeah, that looks
Metro
like a
announces.
Tesla.
Well, so Metro announces.
Yeah.
New Ford Maverick dash kit as well as Tesla DSP.
They're gonna release a lot of products.
So SEMA this year, I can't honestly, Metra is definitely a big supporter of the show, of our shows. And Metra has a huge booth, as we know. Anyone that caught last year's On the Floor from Metra, that was hilarious. Who are you guys again?
No, seriously, who are you?
Yeah, seriously. You're recording this? Why are you recording? Don't record this. Dude, yeah. So
don't put the camera on my face.
Yeah. So Metra is doing a lot of stuff right now. They're working with Harman. They just came out with a Harley Davidson kit. Yeah. They worked with Harman to design the interface. Harman actually grabbed their source code for their DSP and did a whole bunch of better things.
They validated it.
Yeah, they validated.
They say, okay, it's going to work.
They said, okay, give us that, and we'll go through it. So pretty cool there.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're a couple new products that they're coming out with that they're again can't wait to see. Is we're going to get a 2013 to 2020 Pathfinder kit, 2019 and up Ram trucks, 2012 to 2019 Porsche Porsche 911, 13 to 16 Boxer Cayman, 21 to 22 Ford Bronco. That one is going to be interesting.
That's an interesting one.
The weird part about all of these is a lot of these are going to be radio specific kits, meaning Pioneer right now is the only one that makes a detached screen. And I don't mean like a floating screen. No, I mean it's an actual raw screen. It has cables coming out of the back. The brain box gets mounted somewhere else in the car. Right now, Pioneer is the only one that has those. And a lot of these kits are going to be specifically for those. However, I feel that chassis design is becoming a new ISO DIN chassis, and that we'll probably see some other manufacturers making those radios here in the future, just because we know that this style dash kit is what's going to move us forward, because a lot of these cars are just screens.
Yeah.
And so we need radios, aftermarket radios that are just screens, because even though we all sit here and say, hey, why do we need to change my radio? In 5 years, when that radio dies, we're going to need a replacement radio. So we need to get started now in order for the future to be something that's actually useful. Sure, we're not going to replace as many of these as we do now, because you're not just going to wake up and be like, but there we go. Oh yeah, Chevy Cruze. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's when
it's one of those things. Yeah. So anyways, they have a bunch of new stuff coming out, as well as Tesla. They have a bunch of new products coming out for Tesla. Metro will also release an Access DSP, including DSPX packages for 21 and up Teslas to work with the new Tesla A2B system. There again, we know we talk about Ford A2B all the time, And A2B, for those of you who don't know, is a data bus communication system, not anything special or unique to Ford. Right now, there's two big competing data buses. You have Most and you have A2B. Chrysler's still in the CAN market, but hey, whatever. They're Chrysler. They're going to do whatever they want. They're different.
That's
it happens.
Right.
Moving on back to other new product news. Kicker is back in the Harley business. Now, this was news to me because honestly, I didn't know they were not in the Harley business, but I guess apparently when COVID hit, because of product shortages and stuff like that, in order to move the products that were actually flying out the door, products like their Harley Davidson and their side-by-side stuff actually took a back seat so they could use the components that go into those, I'm assuming, to manufacture the stuff that you guys wanted to buy. Now that chips and products and aluminum, all these things are back up and available. They knew they wanted to do some fixes to the product. Last time I talked, they were like, no, we're coming out with all new kits. We want to do things differently, different platforms and whatnot. So boom, now we have some new Harley kits that have come out. So basically the technology that they had learned over the years of making them, they've taken that and just gave them a refresh. So different amplifiers, different speakers. But basically, the plug and play aspect of it stayed the same. Obviously, some new brackets. So if you're a Harley guy, like every other manufacturer now,
Kicker
is back. So let's see, that's Infinity, Metra, Kenwood, Rockford, Cicada. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there, guys. So
just pick.
That market, of course. We knew this was coming, but it's one of those things where everyone ran to that market, and they're all going to be running away from that market, I assume, because there's not that many motorcycles. Okay, it's going to become like the overhead business, where it's like everyone was doing overheads, and now nobody's doing overheads. Yeah. Anyways, also our friends over at Automobile. Yeah. Is now shipping the Solo Pass loaded system. I think it's a dumb name. I really think it's a dumb name.
Okay.
I can't get past it. It sounds really stupid. However,
Solo Pass?
Yeah, it just sounds dumb. One of the most amazing shallow mount subwoofers on the market is the Automotive. Lots of our friends use them. They absolutely love them. Yeah. Fernando's had the opportunity to interview them a bunch of times. They always have really cool stuff going on. And they have always made some form of an enclosure for those. These are made here in the U.S., in California, and they come in a bunch of varieties. What you see here is obviously a 2-sub version. They have a 1-sub version. They have a ported version. Yeah. They have a Tundra version with more to come. These were on display at Dallas. I did not get an opportunity to go see them. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was busy.
But those subwoofers are nice for sure.
Yeah, they're very nice. Yep. So anyways, something to get excited about if you guys are into shallow mount subwoofers. Yeah. And then finally, MasterTech Expo news. MasterTech Expo registration is live. Early bird pricing until the end of October. For all you guys out there that are just going, man, I really want to go to MasterTech Expo.
This is the chance.
So it's in March. However, if you can take advantage of the entry price now, you can get a discount. How cool is that? MasterTech Expo is expected to be amazing, bigger. Every year over year, Brian and the team have made it bigger and bigger and bigger.
For sure.
Luckily for us, we're getting to be part of that team. Last year we were brought in, and this year we'll be even deeper into it. So it'll be wonderful. Yeah. Actually, every year I think we've been part of something. So Chip Foose is going to be there teaching a class on design. So if you've ever sat there and watched, overhauling or anything like that he's done, the millions and millions of hours of TV that he seems to put out, and said, man, it'd be really cool to learn how to draw from that guy, or just design and understand what it is.
Heard what he says about his process,
Yeah,
so it's great.
Yeah. So you'll be able to do that along with a ton of other things. The cool thing about it is this always starts Sunday night with a big party. The party this year
this party is gonna be nice.
Last year we had fireworks. It's the first time ever I think an industry event has had fireworks. Yeah. So, and if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. I can say what I want. It's my news show. Big fireworks presentation, live concerts. This year we're gonna be inside instead of outside. We're gonna have there again a band playing. We're going to have an awards ceremony that's going to happen, which is really awesome. I'm told that there's going to be an ice sculpture, but I might not supposed to say that. Lots of fun, food, drinks, festivities. You get to meet and greet. It's an awesome time to get everyone all excited about the next morning, which is when the classes start. So we also have 2 big challenges that happen while we're there. So when the show floor is open, obviously you can go see all your vendors, but the show floor is there for 3 days. And you might be done and be like, all right, I've seen my vendor. That's cool. No problem. You get to go outside and check us out at the 12-volt clean wire challenge, which is awesome. We have 8 competitors that are battling it out to see who the fan favorite is. So if you're there, you get to pick who the winner is, which is pretty awesome. And then inside we have the build challenge that is brought to you by Rockford Fosgate. Ours is brought to you by
a few manufacturers,
which we'll talk about. Rockford is easy because it's one does the build off. We have 4 teams of 3 that are going to be
light off is going to be good this year.
Yeah, so the light off, anyone can enter the light off, which is really neat. The other 2 are invitation only. And then, of course, you have the whole purpose in going, which is the education side of things. I always like to think about the dessert, which is what we talked about so far. But the education tracks this year are going to be amazing. There are even more education tracks than one last year. If you've been at any other year and you've been like, this year we're doing things totally different. And also we're going to have a ton of classes. I don't know what he's talking about yet because I really haven't been watching. But suffice it to say, if you're a beginner, there's a track for you. If you're advanced, there's a track for you. If you're a sales guy, there's a track for you. If you're into marketing, stuff there for you as well.
Business owners, all this stuff.
So it's we're adding like the whole business side of things is going. We've always had it, but it's been kind of tiny.
Now it's
bigger. Because we realized some sales guys want to come in and join in the festivities. We don't want to make it just all arts.
I feel because like everybody knows, Mobile Solutions is MasterTech, right? It's always been.
I love this idea.
Giant,
that would
it's
be
always
awesome.
Been hands-on for installers.
Well, that's the thing.
But it's not just that.
No, I mean, we went the first year. We went first 2 years. We went
but
to
most people didn't know.
Tracks.
That's the reason why. Now, big news is extending
a lot of industry.
So don't forget, guys, go to
and then also,
MasterTech right now. Sign up. You're gonna get
your discount and
there's
a giveaway,
and it's something in there that you're
early
gonna
bird.
get. Yes.
Also, get there early on Sunday because unlike before, you'd fly in Sunday, you'd wait for the big party, just hang out. No more this year. We're having classes Sunday, non-registered classes. There's just a list of like 8 classes.
You can go.
And then you can go to any one you want. So, which is really cool. I know we're teaching a class on Sunday, which will be fun. This is going to be the event of events.
And everyone can go.
Yeah, it's open to anybody that can afford to go. So, and there's 2 packages, which we don't really talk about much. But if you don't want to do the education side of things, you just want to do the show floor and lunch and hang out and do all that fun stuff, there's a package to do that, which is substantially cheaper, which is cool. We'll get pricing and stuff like that.
For you, for
sure. So, and I can tell you, I've never had anyone tell me they've had a bad experience. It is the most amazing event of all times. And like I said, it's open to anyone that can afford to.
You always talk about like, oh, do you know this guy? Do you know that guy?
They're there.
Everybody's there. Everybody's there. You can say hi and take some pictures.
So for all you guys that are going, oh, I want to meet Gary Bell and Matt Schaefer from the Old Fashioned Podcast. They'll be standing there. Do this to Maddie and then go up and say hi to Gary. Gary's a chatty. Maddie's not a chatty. He'll say hi, But yeah, they and you can go to their classes. It's a lot of fun. So
what's up, Marty Dean?
And of course you can meet Mark.
Dean is gonna be there.
Yeah,
Mark, our fabricator, is gonna be there. There you go. See,
sure.
All these guys. Free pizza samples. No, but it's breakfast, lunch,
the National Pizza
and
Expo.
Dinner.
Yeah, it is breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast, lunch.
Yeah, you
lunch
don't have to pay
and dinner.
for food.
It's there. It's included. So it's awesome.
March 19th. I mean, we won't be. No, March will be in Vegas. I will be in February. Will be in Vegas.
Yeah,
Marty will be there. Yep.
Yeah.
You can come meet Marty Dean. I gotta be honest, that's who you want to come meet. Hey guys, what's going on? No, Steve typically doesn't travel too much anymore. He's been to One Knowledge Fest.
Man, he's been busy.
Tony D was there last year showing off his power bank, which we went live and showed you guys that. Yeah. That was really cool.
Go to the YouTube and you will find it.
Tony's he's a plethora of knowledge, and he will. So if you listen to Tony's Old Fashioned, when he was on with the Old Fashioned podcast.
Yep.
So for those of you guys going, wait, what? There's a podcast? Yeah. So Gary Bell and Matt Schaefer do the Old Fashioned podcast. It's a great podcast. I listen to it while I'm running. And the nice thing about it's like hours long. But they had the last one I listened to is Tony D. And I've had the pleasure of interviewing him in person a couple times. You've met him a couple times. I've been to a dissertation that he's given. It was like a 4-hour dissertation that he's given. And he's like just one of the coolest guys, and will talk to anybody about what he does. And some people give the guy a bad rap. They've never met him, because if you've met him, he's like the smartest, coolest guy, and he can talk on any level, which is great, because
he tells anything.
And if you just look at him and go, I don't know, and he'll explain it. He'll back it up and he'll explain it so you get it. He's a I don't know if he's going to be there this year, but he was there last year.
If you go, great. Make sure you ask him, hey, man, how did you say your games?
Yeah. Turn them up all the way. Turn them up all the way. Anyways, that's – hold on.
There you go.
Look at that, picture in picture, kicking it. That's the news, guys. That's what we got for you. So now you know what we know. That's all we got. Yes, Tony's for sure a 12-volt audio genius. That's what he does. That's what we all do. You guys, it is Friday. Yeah, enjoy your Friday for whatever it's worth.
Dougie Fresh is gonna be there.
Yeah, Doug. Yeah, he does live in Arizona now. He moved from California back to Arizona. So, oh no, that's what we got. You guys have we get to see Doug because on Monday when we have the big
next week. Yeah, next week we're gonna go to
big party in Arizona.
Again.
Saturdays is the show, guys. Saturday's the one you get to ask all kinds of fun stuff. And then we'll be back Monday before we leave. Monday, we'll talk more on Monday and Saturday. But hey, as our good friend Dougie Fresh says, you guys have a great weekend.
That's right.
Have a great Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, tune in later today on Instagram. We have the Jeep here. We're finishing it up. We're going to tell you guys all about what went down in this thing. If you caught the other day on Instagram, we the intro. We're finishing this thing up and getting it out of here. So in a couple hours, we'll be live talking about that if all goes according to plan.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
Guys. Bye.